Greetings, monster movie fans. It's time for my top 5 list of classic horror movie mistakes they left in the final film.
Number 5, The Body Snatcher.
Number 5 is Val Lewton's 1945 RKO classic, The Body Snatcher, starring Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi, with Boris as a grave robber who sells bodies to a medical school doctor and then targets the living to provide fresher subjects for his anatomy studies.
The opening shot shows a castle and tells us the movie is set in Scotland in 1831, but as the opening title graphic dissolves to a shot of the castle, we see a horse-drawn cart approaching us. But as it turns to go off screen, we can see automobiles parked by the castle, and they are not DeLoreans.
Number 4, The Bride of Frankenstein.
Number 4 is The Bride of Frankenstein, the 1935 Universal sequel to James Whale's film that made Karloff a star. In this one, the monster wants a bride, but he's just not her type.
In the finale, the monster has stumbled upon a lever that will blow the lab to atoms, but being an old softy, he lets Dr. Frankenstein and the doc's wife escape. Must have been a last-minute script change, because as we see the lab exploding, Dr. Frankenstein is still visible, back to the wall in the crumbling lab.
Number 3, Frankenstein.
Number 3 presents our next classic monster movie mistake, the 1931 original Frankenstein, which is one of my favorite of the Universal horror films. I'm not sure if this one is a mistake or a budget blunder. Could be both.
Near the film's end, the monster and his creator are battling atop a windmill, surrounded by torch-bearing villagers. The doc is thrown off the windmill, landing on one of the wooden blades, but it is clearly a dummy that's been thrown, and a cheap floppy mannequin in need of elbows and knees.
Number 2, The Wolfman.
Number 2 is Universal's 1941 classic, The Wolfman, starring Lon Chaney Jr. and Claude Rains. In this one, Chaney's empathetic portrayal of Larry Talbot, combined with Jack Pierce's terrific makeup design and the stop-motion photography for the transformations, turns man into beast.
But in a strange lapse of sensible editing and continuity, we see Talbot in a white undershirt and light gray pants as he undergoes his wolfen transformation. Human feet turn to werewolves. As he walks off, it dissolves to outside in search of human prey. But now he's wearing dark gray pants and shirt buttoned at the collar. Makes you wonder, did he pass a mirror on the way out and decided to put on his work clothes?
And now, it's number 1.
1948's Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
Horror comedy Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein on my short list of all-time favorite movies, even with this one glaring mistake that they should have caught.
Here we see Lugosi as Dracula bending forward to put the bite on Dr. Mornay, but we also clearly see his reflection in the mirror behind them, something no self-respecting vampire would ever allow.
Well, this concludes my top 5 list of classic monster movie mistakes. Not something you would ever find in one of my films. I can guarantee you that. Well, till next time, somebody pull this string, pull this